in Nebraska, a place that no Big Ten team has come this year and won. Nebraska has been outstanding at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Is today the day that Penn State can change that and get to 7-8 in the Big Ten? Nebraska is 15-1 in their home building.
Hard, but he's sticking with the big lineup because it's been playing well.
Especially here at PBA. Nobody has beaten the Huskers here in Big Ten play. 7-0. So there's 3-point heavy offense for Nebraska. Gets to touch the ball first with Keisei Tominaga. Is
10 threes a game in conference play. So the 3-point line is going to loom large, as will the turnover column.
It could be the path to victory today for Penn State without their top scorer, Kanye Clary. DeMarco Dunn slices in.
That's a great sign.
And the lid's still on. Williams on the miss. Really good defensive start for Penn State.
Absolutely.
Holding Nebraska scoreless for almost 3 minutes, and Hicks slices in for 2.
One thing about Penn State.
We're going to win here, just you watch. He didn't mean today necessarily, but what they're building, he believes in strongly. Alec opens the scoring for Nebraska.
And up the confetti from the student section. It's quite the sight.
Well, lob for Gary, and on the way down, he puts it home. Ire finds some space in the lane and misses. Nebraska, after the slow start on offense, starting to turn it up. Rink Mass for 3.
How about your 5-man hitting a trailer triple? Rink Mass, versatility.
The 6 days between games have done wonders for Mast, dealing with a sore knee, as DeMarco Dunn has 4 early points.
Well, you bring more ball handling on the floor, and we'll see how the game plays out here.
Oh, nice out-of-bounds set. Gary for 2.
Well, that's twice now.
And trying to change that, missed down to Gary. But we should see a lot of 3-pointers fly all afternoon. And a foul in tight. Rink Mass going to the free throw line. How about this drop?
That are really good in a particular skill set, like just devising all of it, and Fred Hoiberg, and you got yourself one of the best offenses.
The late clock again as Lawrence calls for a screen. Boyle out to help. There's Wilcher in tight space. Went to the offhand. Nicely done.
Wow.
It was Wilcher last time right at the buzzer. And he's got the ball back in his hands. Oh, nice defense done, and rakes it out of there.
You can't do that. You can't get too fancy handling the ball around Penn State.
Hicks with a catch and fire for 3.
Yet. He's got to get involved offensively.
It is a morning start. He hasn't had his cheeseburgers today, we're told. That's his usual pregame meal.
He's a big cheeseburger guy.
Nice move for Kern on the spin.
Got the size advantage. Good play.
Oh, 94 feet of Jamarcus Lawrence.
Hey, how fast was that? Off of made basket.
The ball out and go.
It's a great point, and that's how Michigan State's built. But Michigan State, in particular, in that first half, had about 4 or 5 plays very similar to that, where they were getting layups in the open floor.
Oh, DeMarco Dunn with a really good start
for Penn State.
He has half the points. DeMarco Dunn does for the Nittany Lions, 7 of the 14 on the road here at Nebraska. Mast trying to turn the corner and goes to the left, and it rattles down.
This is really hard to defend.
But Jamarcus Lawrence, another slash to the rim.
Big boy screen from Rick.
Here's Baldwin. He's turned up his scoring without Clary in the lineup over the past couple of weeks. There's Hicks on the fall away.
Pretty.
We're advantage Nebraska, and Ire got back into the play.
Boy. That went from a highlight play to nothing.
Bryce Williams will want that back. Fouls the 3-point shooter, Zach Hicks.
Average possession length around 16 seconds, which is second and third. So you got to get sorted out.
We mentioned it's been a physical start as 2 of 3.
Things Mike Rhodes talked about was avoiding runs from Nebraska. They can put runs on you in this building, and so far that hasn't happened. But there's plenty of time in this first half for one of those passes. He does. Sometimes he settles for too many hard threes. He's a good finisher at the basket when he thinks about getting into the paint.
That Nick Kern was too small. He's 4 inches taller than him. And Kern going to the free throw line, proving he's plenty big. It's interesting games.
You certainly would not think Hicks. Perfect timing on the little trailer drop pass. Just bricked it.
So just ahead of the under 4 timeout, Tominaga, tight pass to Alec.
Isaiah Alec.
Thought he was going to shoot that, didn't you?
Oh, of course. So did Penn State.
The crowd into it at PBA. Nebraska looking for a stop, and they won't get it. Zach Hicks with a
little floater on the baseline. Andy made a 3. Once he gets rolling, he can really heat up.
Baldwin still shut out for Penn State, and that's staying with the Nittany Lions.
Quite corral the rebound.
4th in the Big Ten is going on as we speak. Purdue is the #1 overall seed as of today. Duns had a good half scoring it. Cut off and turns it over.
Great read from Jawan Gary. Like a free safety. Had 2 guys on that backside and intercepted the skip pass.
Gary goes quick. Scores and the foul.
Disruptive at the 10.
In the last game, he had 3 block. Rick Pizzo and the guys coming up from Chicago after these next 20 seconds. Ace Baldwin without Kanye Clary, their top scorer in the backcourt today. 0 for 5 from the floor with no points in this first half. Clock ticking. Inside 5 seconds. It's Hicks. Shovels it off. Done. Can't hit the 3, and Hoiberg closes out the half with the rebound. Oh, a Big Ten grinder.
But Penn State's been a pretty good second half team. This is going to be a heck of a battle, because you know Penn State's not going anywhere.
3 of Penn State's more memorable Big Ten wins have been from behind at the half. They beat Indiana when they were down double digits. Michigan and Ohio State also, as Mast gets the roll on the first possession of half number 2.
Good guys run at Tominaga, and Mast is all by himself for a little 10-footer.
Penn State, if you just flipped us on, are without Kanye Clary today, not on the trip. He's their top scorer, but Zach Hicks has taken over that reign with 14 points.
They shoot it. The Temple transfer.
This breakout game was the Indiana comeback. Mark that as a 2, by the way, for Hicks. From out deep for Penn State. There's Alec burrowing his way to the rim.
Just great strength.
And these teams are 3-point happy a lot of the time. Nobody other than these 2 shoots 3s at a higher rate as Gary's going to the free throw line. More than 40% of the shot.
Back cut passes that have led to fouls here in this possession.
Biggest lead. This is the 3. And short on it.
I thought Hicks or Dunn needed to first catch it and shoot it on the kick out and the swing. Somebody needed to be ready to shoot.
Williams cradled the ball and scored. And a timeout for Penn State. Got to take care of business these final 6. Miss chased down by Wahab. Out to Dunn for a 3. And can't cash in. Very cold start for Penn State out of halftime.
A good shot. Just didn't knock it down.
Tominaga takes a 2. Team. Tominaga in the shorts of Dunn. Forced to give up. Now Kern getting busy on the cross, but ran into Mast. Baldwin with single digits on the clock. Finally scores.
I know you're a little short-handed, but I think Penn State's got to take it up a notch defensively.
Nebraska with 7 turnovers in this game. Step back 3. Tominaga got it. Here he comes off the handoff.
He finds a way.
The crescendo in this building as Ire is fouled.
Rhythm, but he's got to find a way, whether it's in the open floor or for his team.
Ire misses both
for the last 4 or 5 games, and he's tall and athletic.
And Baldwin, that was a tough look.
Need to do more of that, though, trying to be aggressive.
Tominaga streaking in, and it's cleaned up by Gary.
Not been good for Penn State today. Only 2 of 16 from 3.
Here's some of that pressure, and Brown jumps it. And this could be their first bench points, and there it is.
I just, you have, but The turnover call in both ways really important.
There's one. Sam Hoiberg all alone. Do a timeout at the next dead ball. A turnover, Baldwin. Well, Lawrence has had his foot on the gas today. And the pull-up goes down.
Good pace.
Short, Wahab, second chance. Not there. Alec on the floor again. He has gotten some tough rebounds today. Here's Lawrence speeding again, and he's fouled.
In the starting lineup, got to take that. Pretty good argument to be the Big Ten Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Much better job defending the three-point line. Certainly Penn State's missed some open looks.
Well, how about those hands for Alec against a guard? Took that from Baldwin. Tap back, Gary rolls down.
Tip in.
Nick Kern.
I have to imagine on these free throws that a full-court press is coming in here. It is, for whatever reason, don't seem to get as many of them on the road, but inside
some battled foul trouble in that first half. And that's long. Here's Hoiberg out of the break with Wiltshire. And he's fouled hard. Dunn took the worst of that. Went down back 7, going on 8 times here. Penn State, Indiana on the road. You thought they could
defend, come off ball screen, score, lead the team, and it takes a lot out of you.
Hoiberg runs Hicks off the line. Lawrence runs Kern off the line. So it's Wahab playing inside. That's an and one for Clary, not on the trip today. Wahab is another guy that Joe Crispin, one of the assists, skips it. Oh, behind the back, and Baldwin's all over it.
Great idea, but when Ace Baldwin's on the floor, you better be careful.
Turned into the trees down there. Baldwin with his first 3 in this game. Do when they're at their best.
Yes.
Hearns out there denying. Forced 12 Nebraska turnovers, and Mast is all alone.
Well, when you attack the ball, sometimes you leave yourself vulnerable for cutters to the rim. 2 on Tominaga, nobody on Mast.
They say that Mast is jumping as well as he has in a long time after the week off. And Brown hits the 3. After Mast was
missed a little bit of time.
Hoiberg. You're about to test your theory.
Yeah, see what that smile looked like after a made basket.
Well, Baldwin wanted the 3. Gets it up on the second look, and here he comes. Eight points for Baldwin. 6 of them have come in the last minute. Well, he wanted to travel there.
Yeah, it's close.
Tominaga hits him back.
That's a big
contest and important 3, too. Penn State was pushing toward getting it back to single digits. Here we sit at a 15-point margin. Mast kept the pivot and hooks it home. Tominaga closed that fast.
Hit a big 3 to answer it and extend that lead back out.
Hoiberg, quick closeout, forced the tough 2, and Baldwin connects. Oh, technical for Baldwin.
He made that shot. He looked right at Kip Kissinger and said something. And Kip Kissinger.
Tominaga taking these free throws after the tech for Ace Baldwin.
Take a look at Ace Baldwin. He makes this. He's going to look right at Kip Kissinger, the official, and say something to him. Whistle blew immediately.
Yep.
He teed up Ace Baldwin, but he immediately went over and talked to him, which that's nothing worse than when an official won't communicate with you. And like the Kip was willing to say, all right, this is why I did what I did. In this game. And a lot of those long rebounds, too, Nebraska's tracked down.
Williams. 2 threes, no makes, and a foul. It's on Tominaga on the poke.
And certainly guys like Boo Buie, when they have the ball, they're going to create a lot of double teams and a lot of attention. But in terms of movement off the ball, I don't think there's anybody in the Big Ten that attracts more attention.
Up ahead for 2 more. Yep. Well, Peyton Sanford was the name that came up. Maybe coming close, but First, the Nebraska staff was going to hang with their guy in Tominaga. I'm at 17 points. Tominaga did. As we go inside a minute. Penn State had that great run, 3 wins in a row. This is going to be their 3rd loss in a row. And Hoiberg hit hard. He's not going to smile after that because he took a shot to the ear.
Yeah, he did. Nebraska's bench has been really good again today.
Well, Brown is fouled.
They're not overly reliant on one guy the way maybe Maryland is with Jameer Young or Boot double figures and Tominaga's in double figures and Mass is in double figures. They just got Wilt.
Nebraska on their way to 8-0 in Big Ten home games. And they are still very much at play for a double bye in the Big Ten tournament with 5 games left. Came into today game back of Michigan State Northwestern. Those 2 teams play each other in East Lansing coming up. Well, Lawrence takes it away. The shot clock is dark. And that'll do it. Nebraska stays unbeaten in Big Ten home games, 16-1 overall.
Checked a lot of the boxes they needed to, did Nebraska. They took care of the ball. They didn't allow Penn State to get out and score in the open floor. Slowed down Ace Baldwin.